Hello and welcome. This is Detective Lazaria, and today's topic is on signs. What type of signs do spirits send to the living family? We have a few objects in front of us. Perhaps they can light up a candle that's next to those type of objects. And then I'm going to turn on Spirit Talker to see if they can use that to tell us what type of signs they have been giving. All right, that is on. Here is the type of signs that is noted that spirits have been sending. All right.
She's here.
Okay, cool. I don't know who she is, but cool. If it is somebody I'm thinking of in my head, can a spirit let me know by lighting up?
I must go now.
Oh. She's here and she's gone. Never mind. Well, it just said she's here and then I must go now. Oh, wait, hold up. Literally, that's what signs are. So basically, a spirit will send a sign before they have to do something else. Is that what you meant? They'll show themselves through a sign briefly and then they end up leaving? Not gone, just not there at that moment. It took them probably a lot of energy just to get the sign to be sent. Is that what I'm sensing? When you said she's here and then right away it said I must go now? If you can you confirm with the EMF meter to orange or red? If Detective Lazaria figured that out?
Spirits walk.
Okay, cool. So they're letting us know that obviously they wander around, and I'm assuming they're wandering around the family members that are living. That's what you mean? Okay. So here's what has been said. She's here. I must go now. I don't know if it was, I was going to say if it was my beloved Phoebe, but before I can even say that, it said, I must go now. I'm like, oh.
I enjoyed it.
Okay. It just said, I enjoyed it. Maybe you enjoyed seeing that you were giving that sign to that living family member and seeing the smile that it brought the person? Or you enjoyed your life with that living person? I don't know. Or you just you enjoy the walk? Maybe that's what they meant. They're like, we just enjoyed having a little walk around this room.
Year.
Year. Are you oh, wait, hold up. Maybe the year that you had passed, you're showing that living relative.
There?
What the heck? I just heard a sound. Okay, so again, this is a topic on signs. So if you're referring to showing the number that's associated with the year that you passed to the living person that you are trying to show it to, so say you passed away 2019, either they'll see literally 2019 or 19, just to say, hey, I'm still here with you. And then the person is being told, the living one, by another person, hey, look over there. Doesn't that look like the number 2019? And then that person would be like, oh my God, you're right. Didn't that person that you loved and cared for passed away in that year? Oh yeah, that's right. Is that what you're trying to refer to? Mm-hmm. Did I get it right? Did Teta Lazari figure that out? Mm-hmm. EMF meter to orange or red? Did I? Mm-hmm. Or you can light up the cat ball by those numbers.
Creativity.
Well, I'm assuming you're referring to having to figure out what type of signs you're going to send to that living loved one. You're like, what could I share as a sign to that living relative? If it was numbers, like how can I give that sign to her? Could it be through license plates? Could it be through a digital clock or a receipt or some type of billboard number, like a clock? Right? You're trying to figure out ways to put those numbers in where they can see it. Sorry, I did just eat lunch, so yeah.
Don't trust the bad ones.
Okay. Not sure if this is regarding bad signs. Like, don't follow the bad signs. Go towards the good ones. And maybe that's why you give them signs, to gravitate them to the better side of the safe area, to prevent them from going to the wrong area, which could be the bad side, like where danger may lurk. So you're saying, hey, I'm going to bring this sign over here so you walk that direction, because something bad might happen if you go that direction. Because again, it seems like you guys can kind of predict some things. The spirits, they can sense what could happen to a relative that's living. Otherwise, having the sign come and appear to that living loved one will bring joy and happiness, and maybe even pop up memories of that loved one with them. Huh? Hey!
Kelsey.
Spelled the right way, too. Excuse me, but is this Judy, Kelsey's mom? She does, I know, she does give signs. And shows her daughter. Is that what you're referring to? If this is Judy, Kelsey's mom? Again, anywhere south, Kelsey. You know, with Josh and Kelsey. The mother, Judy. If you're here and you're telling me that there are specific signs you've been giving her, that you're there with her, I believe it has something to do with this type of object. Not the same one, of course. And maybe this one. I don't know if the Spirit Talker has that word right there with the object that I first pointed to. I mean, I know it has this word. I don't know. I mean, it could just be random, but if Kelsey's mother is here, Judy, hi.
The children are playing.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I know that they like Kelsey, the children spirits. So I just said the children are playing. Well, if you're playing, you can light up anything.
Frustration.
Oh. Are you being frustrated because you can't do something? Or I can't see it? It's not working out for you? Could it be this black box thingy that's not working for you? If the children are trying to give me a sign that they're here, they're like, hey, this thing doesn't work. It's a piece of junk. You bet a paperweight. Or the spirits kind of get frustrated when
Nice shoes.
Oh. Nice shoes. AK slippers. Okay. So, here's the thing. My theory is, could the spirits get frustrated when they send a sign to the living person, but that person, A, missed out on their opportunity to see it, or they did see it, but they didn't think that it was a sign from their beloved one. And it probably took some energy or some
Jones.
Some extra thing for that spirit to manifest that sign to them. And it probably is frustrating. You're like, no, why didn't you see it? Or why didn't you not think of me? Come on. So, that's my theory. Perhaps it's the spirit letting us know that they can get frustrated when it doesn't pop up in that living relative's head. Like, hey, that's me. That's my sign. Hello. It's a Jones. Hi, Jones. I don't think Kelsey's the name of the spirit. I think it's actually just referring to letting us know that Kelsey received signs from her mom or her family members. I don't know how often the Anywhere South people look and watch this, but hi, if you're watching this.
They mean you harm.
Hey. Not referring to Anywhere South. That I can tell you right now. Again, to Anywhere South, Josh and Kelsey, who are living, of course. If you're watching this, hi. This is your pal, Detective Lazaria. It popped her name in. I don't know if it's referring to, because maybe Judy does give her signs. I thought she did. We could fit with something related to that type of object, like a cardinal. Maybe butterflies, I don't know. And I don't know if you know a Jones or if that was just random. And again, I'm going to skip they mean harm. They mean you harm. I don't know why it was spewed. Yeah, just going to ignore it. And by the way, you got the REM pod. 10 days. Fresh batteries. Dead. And I'm like, what? That's a bummer. So fresh new batteries as of yesterday. So we'll see. And that was May 23rd, 2026. We'll see how long it lasts. Otherwise, I did buy a bunch of AA batteries. If it's 4 per time I have to replace it, it takes a lot. Because this is the exact same.
My name is Lizzie.
Hi, Lizzie. Because this is the exact same REM pod they used at the very beginning of their sessions, but they moved to the more fancy one. And this one just doesn't do anything for me, sadly. Okay, so it just said my name is Lizzie. Does anybody know a Lizzie? Does any viewer have a family member, either Elizabeth or Lizzie? So, oh my God!
Trees.
That's totally Judy. So apparently, Judy lets her know that she's watching in the trees. So it just said trees. I don't really get trees through this Spirit Talker. Judy, are you here? Again, Kelsey's mom. We had a session many moons ago. If you're here, hi. So Kelsey, remember you always mention how she's kind of up in the trees watching you? Whether it's like as a bird or, her spirit is in the trees. Or there's a specific tree that you see that reminds you of her. I don't know who Lizzie is. Maybe that's another family member that is related to you. I don't know. I just know Judy. But either way, hi. Oh.
Don't upset him.
Don't upset who? Who's he? Hold on. I know what to do. I think. I'm going to snag another cat ball, if I can. Without it falling down. I don't know. There's an extra one. It's dying, but it's an extra one. I'm going to tap them all just to make sure they work. Just to make sure they work. That's me. See? Told you. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I had to do that in order to get to that. But see how spirits, how I got very close to it and it beeped? That's how you can make it work. If Judy's here, you can let your daughter know that you're with me, trying to tell her stuff.
I was stationed here.
Well, it is Memorial. Oh my God. Hey, is that the sign from Judy? Can you light up the EMF meter? Okay, if that's Judy, can you either do it again or light up the EMF?
Flash.
Yes, flash, exactly. The cat ball did flash. You guys saw it. It just said flash. And she lit up the one. Okay, so Kelsey, if you're here and watching this, did your mom by chance seem to show signs as butterflies? Is that why she lit up the butterfly one? Maybe? Possibly? And just a flash too. Like, I'm gonna tell you that was me. I flashed it. And it wasn't just a coincidence. It was me. Okay, so it just said I was stationed here right when that also did interact. Is there a person that was in the military, because it is Memorial Weekend, that shows as a butterfly to their living family or spouse or kids as butterflies? Is that also another spirit trying to tell us that they use butterflies as signs? See how it was difficult to use? That's why I had to test it out. And then what are the odds at literally saying flash? Like, nope, that was us. That's us letting you know. Also, could a sign be a flash? Like a flash of light?
Wind.
Wind. A gust of wind, maybe, being a sign? I don't know. Or the way the trees get moved in the wind. Oh.
Burned.
It just said burnt. Burnt. I'm trying to think of signs regarding burnt. Maybe it's when your loved ones try to make, or your living loved ones try to make food and then it gets burnt. Like, you can never recreate my recipe without it getting a little bit burnt. I don't know. Probably not. Oh.
Extinction.
Perhaps there's a animal that's kind of going extinct, so therefore it's rare to see them. And that's the sign you show as a very rare animal or, plant species. So say they're walking. Oh.
She killed.
Okay, I'm going to ignore that. So again, imagine you're taking a little stroll around, I don't know, somewhere out there in the world, and you spotted something very rare as a plant or a tree. And that's the sign? Oh. Well, now
Draco.
Okay, why are we having random... I'm gonna breathe. I know Judy's here. Because, again, what are the odds of it saying trees? And that's exactly where she senses that her mom is, her spirit. Her name came through, Kelsey. I don't know who Lizzie is. And then again, okay.
I'm walking around you.
Cool. Talk about cool. So, I just heard a sound to the left. My ghost motion detector is on if you want to light it up, whoever's here. Okay, here's the thing. When spirits walk around you or get very close to you or even try to touch you, you may feel a sign from them by a chill. Just on a specific body part, one-sided, one body part probably, like your arm, your hand, your neck, your cheek. That's the sign from them, by touch or feel. It's the sensory shifts, experiencing sudden unexplainable temperature drops, or feeling a warm, comforting presence when you are completely alone. Or maybe you're even with family still. They're there with you, especially during special events, holidays, and your tough moments. They're there. And then I was mentioning these things here They're meaningful, as you know what these are. It's when the living repeatedly see these specific synchronize again in sequences like that on, say, clocks or receipts. So is there any viewer that has those type of signs? Or it's those type of numbers, or numbers related to the person that passed? Comment below. Of course.
Butcher.
Yay, butcher. Focus. So it just said butcher, but I don't know. All right, again, because I gotta go soon. The other signs would be electrical anomalies, where the lights flicker, radio skipping to a specific song, or your device is just randomly turning on and off unexpectedly. That's another sign from your loved ones that have passed. That's maybe what it means by flash, perhaps. And then, of course, the animal messengers. They repeatedly visit from specific creatures, acting out of character, such as a butterfly, a dragonfly, or a bird lingering near you. So it just lit up a butterfly just a bit ago. Maybe it was Judy saying, hey, I show up as a butterfly to my lovely daughter, Kelsey. As well as she knows that I like to hang out in the trees. Oh.
God.
God. Okay. It's kind of odd to say butcher and then God, but okay. So again, God, maybe you're letting us know that you show signs in the church. When a living family member is in the church, you show signs somehow in that place of God. I don't know. I mean, do they? I think they do. Kelsey and Josh probably do go to church. So you're showing signs, Judy, while they're at church too? Maybe that's the butterfly they see just before they enter the place of God, aka church. Maybe those are the butterflies they see? I don't know. All right. The other thing was objects that are in unexplainable places. Finding coins, feathers, or items that hold sentimental value in odd locations. So if you think that you got a sign for your beloved one, you probably did. And then this one definitely hits me. A dream visitation. Having vivid, realistic dreams about a deceased loved one, which was my Fifi. Leaving you with a lasting emotional impact upon waking up. Oh yeah, it did. It was a couple days, probably the second day since she passed. Either the second or third day, now I can't remember. I'll have to look back. But either way, Fifi definitely visited me, and I was able to hold her and talk to her.
I'm afraid for you.
Is that why spirits that are coming through as signs? Not me, but per se, your living loved ones? Interesting. Okay, and then it says synchronistic music, a significant memory triggering song that's playing out of nowhere when you're thinking of that someone. That's also a sign from them.
You're aware of me.
Judy? Or Fifi? Or both? Maybe they're both here. Well, Judy, again, I think is here because it did say Kelsey, and then it said trees, and then it lit up the butterfly. That was kind of cool. And it said flash soon after it ended. And then, like I said, it is Memorial Day weekend. So thank you to those that served in the Army, the military, the Navy, for our country. Thank you. Thank you for your service. I'm sure you're sending signs to your living relatives this weekend. Or the people.
People.
Or the people. So can you imagine, they do the big gathering of people for the service, the Memorial Day service, and you're just floating around as butterflies, all of you, all the spirits, and there's just a ton of butterflies or birds just randomly flying around during that service. That'd be cool. I can see that. Okay, I'm just going to make sure, again, it wasn't just me. I'm going to tap it again. I'm pretty sure it was Judy. You can light up a different one if you can. Can you light up a different one? So I know it's you, Judy. Kelsey's mother. You're here. I'm sure she's watching this at some point I'm sure she'll watch this at some point. Otherwise, if Josh is just the one, he'll point it out. So again, Judy, Kelsey's mother, can you come through and show us that you're here as a sign by lighting up another cat ball? Or the same one, since it didn't go off right away. Or, I don't know if you can. Do that.
I worked here.
I worked here? Well, a lot of spirits did work here. Because they usually had to make money. Okay. Well, we're waiting. Here's what I want to talk about. As you already mentioned, or as I've already mentioned, one of the signs was the dream visitation by Fifi a few times. One that was so real. And then I had a dream visitation maybe from my grandma, Dee. And then I've been seeing off-sea butterflies, but I don't know if it's just coincidence because off-sea they're always outside. But when I talk and say in my head, hey, if you are indeed a spirit, can you get closer to me or come back? And then sure enough, it came back and came closer to me. And I was like, whoa, I don't know if it was for sure just coincidence or if it was a spirit that was actually saying, hey, no, we're here, we're listening. We did exactly what you suggested to show that we're here. And I was like, oh, that. Ball. Sorry.
Ball.
Sorry, I got excited. Ball. Yes, cat ball. Another sign that they show me that they're here is they light up the balls. Whether it's my family, relatives, or my beloved kitty cat, especially Fifi. They do interact with the cat balls. That's one of the signs they show me. So it just said ball. But there's another thing. It could be maybe a person seeing a specific type of ball that reminds them of their relative. Baseball, basketball, football, in unexplained places. That's another possibility. And then the other thing I was going to mention, I asked my grandpa S.
Warmth.
Warmth, yes, exactly. See here? It says warmth, and it says warm. Feeling a warm, comforting presence when you are completely alone. And then, oops, I went up. So, exactly. So not only maybe some feeling of chill.
I can see you all.
See? They can. The spirits can see us. So, say they show the signs, it brings warmth to those that are living. A smile on their face, a memory appears in their mind, or just a thought of that person, maybe, or people that have passed. So, with Judy, I believe cardinals were one of the birds that the Anywhere South, Josh and Kelsey would see, as if it's a sign from Judy. Well, I'll say cardinal. I don't even know if bird is even on the Spirit Talker, but cardinal's definitely not in it. But cardinal was also my grandmother's favorite bird. However, where we live, there is no cardinals to be found. It does not appear in this state, or at least where we live. It does not seem to be here. So you're lucky, Kelsey, to have the chance to see cardinals. So the things that we've been seeing are blue jays. So I don't know if it's just the season for the blue jays just to be around a lot, but they're coming to our porch, physically by our door. One got through the door, got into the house. Bed. Well, I was going to say yes. There are signs where, I'm either, again, dreaming, or maybe people sense that you're sitting next to them in bed or laying next to them in bed with that feeling of just like as if someone sat down or laid down next to them. Yeah. So the spirits can, again, still be with you, but you just can't always know. But they're trying to show you signs. And then that is one of the favorite spots. Aw.
Choose.
Again, it just said choose. So I'm assuming you have to figure out what kind of sign you'll choose to show them. Whether it be the cardinal that day, whether it be the butterfly that day, whether it be the wisp in the wind with the trees that day, or that number that'll pop up in front of that person. Be like, I'm going to show the sequence of those numbers. And again, they can choose to be where they want to be with you. Sitting next to you by the bed, which is where I am at. I'm right next to the bed. Maybe again outside, of course.
They will get you.
Hopefully in a positive side of this, not like a negative side. Referring to that when you pass away, the living, your family members will eventually come towards you to help you be crossed over and be with you in heaven. Maybe that's what you meant, not in a negative way, but a positive way. They will come for you when it's your turn. Can you light up the EMF meter to, okay. But see, not sure if I just debunked it, but I'm pretty sure that the fact that it lit up kind of shortly after I did, and it's a flash, it is one of the signs that I've seen, and then maybe it's Judy saying that's the sign that she sends to Kelsey. But I just wanted to test it out, and I did, and it didn't go off. So maybe it was indeed Judy. Or maybe one of the military soldiers. And I don't know if butterflies is just easier for the spirits to use as a sign.
You must help.
Me? Me must help? Does the spirit need my help? Can you light up the EMF meter if I need a help? Well, I can say a prayer after this ends. I have the paperwork right over there just to bring it forth and say it, so I can say it at the end. Whoever feels like they need a prayer, especially those maybe that served in the military. It is Memorial Day weekend.
I will talk to you.
Okay. Whoever's here. Hi. I don't know if it's new or if it's possibly Judy. But hi. Again, I do need to get going, just to give you a little heads up. So again, the topic is signs. And if you haven't, and you've gotten this far, viewers, subscribers, please comment below what signs you believe were sent from your beloved ones. Let me know. Again, we don't have cardinals, so I think the closest thing that our grandparents can send us is a blue jay. And then, like I said, one got into the house because I was trying to let my father in the house, and I was like, well, why would I close the door after I get in? So I had it open, and as he was walking, there was a blue jay, and it went up to the porch and then saw the opportunity and flew in. Oh my God. See, someone's here. I don't know, but someone's here. Hi. Yeah. See, butterflies is definitely a common sign that spirits use. Okay. So you're making me smile because whoever's here, that's exactly how I knew that someone was here. It wasn't a fluke. It wasn't just, movement right after I tapped it. Because what are the odds of it taking a long time? So again, spirit. Okay. Is that what you, because, hold on. Are you letting me know that the blue jay was, again, one of my grandparents? Oh.
Bad things happened.
Yeah, unfortunately it did. The bird got inside the house, got very panicky, because we have a little small dining room with plates, or Norwegian plates, and it was constantly stopping on the plates and knocking them down. Luckily, the ones that did fall down did not break, because those are kind of hard to replace. And then I saw that I had to open the back patio door all the way open, ducked my head, and then I think it flew out because we haven't seen it since. Was that a sign from my grandparents? Whether it was my dad's parents or my mom's parents. It was quite interesting. I think it's probably my dad's side because I went to the Norwegian area where the dining room. I mean, it could have gone to the any other place, but it chose to go that direction. That's a good question if you put the plates back up. Anyways, and then also we saw 2 blue jays at my twin sister's house. And that's pretty cool. And the other sign I have to say is we had it where we spotted a lady that looked just like her Aunt Key that had passed when we went to go into the movie theater parking lot. And we both saw her and thought of her. So we saw the lady and thought of Key. I think that was a sign from her saying, hey, I'm with you.
We're outside watching.
Awesome. So again, wait, when it says we're outside watching, referring to birds, right? Or butterflies? I don't know. It just says we're outside watching. And again, Judy does tend to, assuming, hang out in the trees, watching her daughter and Josh. Cool. What else? I'm trying to think of all the signs. Oh, wait. The lights. So, this is a story. My grandpa S had passed away in my grandmother's home where I was staying during college. And apparently I asked him, hey, could you give us a sign that you're here? It's just me and my cousin at the time that was in the home. Can you just give us a sign? And as we were in the family room, there's a ceiling light with 4 lights. I can't remember the operation, if they were on already and then went off, or if they were off, they weren't on. Either way, all 4 of them did the opposite of what it was. And the only way to do that is if you hit the switch on the wall, and no one's near the wall. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely a sign from my Grandpa S. Yep. And he's a contractor when he was living, so I think it was him. So that was cool.
You're helping me.
Awesome. Is it helping because I'm remembering everything? Not everything, but I'm remembering of you? Or I'm helping you by letting Kelsey know that you're here? Judy, maybe? Whoever's here that lit up the butterfly, the one by the butterfly. But like I said, I have a feeling it was definitely Grandpa S showing me for sure a sign that he was there. And then I can't tell you exactly between the time that happened to the time I kind of realized, hey, wait a minute. What happened to the 4 ceiling fan lights? They're all gone. It's another new fan.
How?
Exactly. How did that happen? How could that happen? There was no way to explain that unless the fact that I asked him to give us a sign. And one of those things that spirit can do is mess with electricity. And it obviously turned back on when you hit the switch. So it wasn't like they all died. So I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if my grandma was like getting a bunch of signs from my grandpa and she just didn't sense that. She just thought it was faulty wiring maybe. And she just said, okay, I'm done. Let's just get rid of the lights and just get a plain fan. And that's probably what happened. So I hope that Grandma, now that she's also with him, maybe maybe knows now that it was him trying to say, I'm here with you. Can you light up anything to confirm?
I didn't want to die.
Oh, no, he didn't. I think that's, it could be Judy too. So again, Grandpa S, he passed away. He got some issues with his health. He was 73. I could be wrong. But either way, he passed away almost 20 years before my Grandma D. So his life was cut a bit short for him. And I don't know if it's because of what he did as a habit, which was smoking, which caused his issues with his lungs. But yeah, unfortunately he did pass away because of some health issues. He did pass away in the bed. Interesting. It just said bed. That's right. That's right. So both passed away in this, I think, the same bed. I don't know if they got rid of the bed or it's the same bed. I forget. But either way, it's the same bedroom. So they now are presently with their daughter because she took over the home. And I'm sure, are you sending signs to my aunt? Grandma D, Grandpa S, are you sending signs to my aunt? Because she lives in the same home now? Is there signs you're giving them? Whether it's sounds, smells. Oh, forget, also smell. Sorry. Smell is another way of sending signs from a spirit to the living. What else? Lights, fixtures. Aw.
Memories here.
That too. Memories. There's a lot of memories with the places at the home that the person lived with or lived in. Memories with those people that are still living. Those spirits, don't forget those memories. They're literally locked in those souls. And especially if you happen to have a photo album or a hanging picture and you look at those pictures, your beloved ones can see that. And then they start to even remember those times with you at that moment while their spirit's watching right next to you. So, like I said, I was there during college for a couple years, and it was a little bit kind of scary, just a bit, because I was, not too familiar with spirits too much. But I know that since he passed away in that bedroom at the very end of the hall, and it was always dark, I always got kind of freaked out. I'm in my 20s. Yes, unfortunately, I had to have a night light on the hallway, just so if I had to get up to go to the bathroom, I had to kind of like bolt it, not look at that side where the bedroom was, and just go to the bathroom, come back without looking again to that bedroom, and then get back into my room. I wonder if he's laughing when he was seeing me try not to look. He's like, it's okay, I'm not going to scare you. Were you there, Grandpa S, when I was living there, besides giving me that big, huge sign with the lights? Were you kind of hanging out? I just never knew until, of course, again, when I asked. Were you always kind of roaming around with us? Not just holidays and special events? Aw.
You are protected.
Thank you. So yes, spirits, your beloved ones, do protect you. So it just says you are protected. So Kelsey, if Judy is still here, I'm sure she protects you. And maybe, of course, your lovely half, aka Josh. So I'm sure she's always watching and protecting.
Generosity.
As well as that. Meaning thanks? I think that's what it means. What does that mean? So you're hearing me tap tap. The quality being unselfish, kind, and liberal in giving time, money, and resources to others. Ah, okay. So yes, I have been pretty generous to others, and I think that the spirits can see that. Like I would help the neighbors by, say, pulling the weeds because they're more fragile and not as bendable when they need to pull weeds, and I just took care of that.
Appear.
Again, they do appear as signs, or they try to appear as a, figure, but of course maybe you're not seeing it, or a shadow. So when you're letting us know that one of the signs you do is also appear. So maybe my Grandpa S did try to appear, and unfortunately maybe because I wasn't as in tune with the spirits back then, I may have missed those opportunities to see him. I'm sorry. I don't know if you did, but...
The pit.
The pit. Well, I don't know. Could it be like regarding to the pit where the jockeys are? The horse jockeys? Because again, they like to go to the horse racing, and maybe Judy likes to hang out with them. I don't know. It could just be random, the pit. Yeah, so like I said, they can appear. Somebody else was using that capel to let me know that they're here, or to say, hey, my sign to show my living loved one is a butterfly. And sadly, even though it's fresh new batteries, second round, so...
Toys.
Toys. Well, I mean, guess you... Okay. So I just said toys. These could be considered toys to the children spirits. Again, this one lights up. One more time. We have to get going. See? Cool. And then the cat balls are kind of fun. So watch this, children spirits that might be here. These are toys too. See? Cool. Pretty. Fun. Otherwise, maybe it's a childhood toy that you happen to stumble upon while you're out shopping. And you're like, oh, I remember having one of those. And then all of a sudden memories of you and that beloved one pop up. So I don't know if that's another thing. It's a sign by seeing toys of your childhood that bring memories of the beloved ones. I don't know. But these are kind of toys to the children's spirits too. Well,
She screams.
I don't know. Is it because that's a sign that you're trying to have the living one hear you, but then you're like, okay, she's obviously not hearing me loud and clear. Let me just give this a little bit more try. And then you're now screaming? Not saying it's Judy, but is that like a situation where you have to kind of like put your voice out there just to be heard? And you might have to scream? I don't know. I get a lot of times really intense ringing in one ear. And I always feel like it's a spirit trying to talk to me, but that's all I hear is a very intense, high pitched ringing in my ear on one side. And then it goes away. So I don't know if you guys are screaming in my ear and trying to say something to me, and I'm just like, I don't know if you guys are trying to talk to me. I can understand a word. Can you stop it? Can you stop it? And then eventually it stops. So I don't know. That's another thing. It's like I can't hear you. Although Kelsey and Josh have the ability to hear spirits. Just so you know. I don't know if they hear screaming from one of the spirits, but yeah. Oh my god, I just realized it's 56 minutes in. I'm sorry, I just got so worked up with this session. I didn't realize the time. I might have to wrap it up, Judy, other spirits that are here, children spirits maybe. So again, to those that bring signs to their living ones, keep doing it. Oh, hey!
Arthur.
Well, I don't know if it's my little child, Arthur. He does tend to hang out here, little Arthur Robinson. That's the name right there. Otherwise, my Uncle Art, maybe he gave us a sign, because he did work with toys. Like little wooden chest box to put toys in. So I don't know if Uncle Art's here or little Arthur Robinson, but hi, either one of you. I don't know, but I'm just saying hi. We do have a nephew with the same name. He's living, of course. Are you showing signs to him? Oh, shoot, that just went up. Who's showing signs to my nephew? Is it possibly Soldier Sean? Are you showing signs to Arthur, my nephew? Let up again. So again, I'm going to say it because it is Memorial Day weekend. Happy Memorial Day weekend to Sean, who is my brother-in-law's brother. He unfortunately passed away very tragically in Iraq, 2003, October 9th or 8th, one of those. Thank you again. And of course, he shouldn't just be...
We're here to help.
Oh, you're here to help spirit guides? Or maybe they're also spirits that are trying to hear and help the living. So I just said that too. I said that earlier, I think, too. Yeah, it says... No, that was down below. I think it says something like that. So again, it's a little, jumpy on the session, but there's a lot to talk about. Like I said, Arthur is my nephew, and he's young. Are you, again, if it is Sean, are you showing him somehow signs that you're there? And of course, he's being very quiet and not telling us. Well, that's a knock. If anything, I would assume it was Liam, the other one, but may think that it could have been a sign from a spirit. Or maybe my older one, who has the same name. Either way, I have a feeling my brother-in-law's brother, Sean, is trying to show signs that he's here to his nephews. Oh, okay.
We need energy.
So is that letting me know that we need to wrap it up either way? Because it's almost 1 minute. Sounds good to me. I'll just let you guys do your thing. Where you mosey on where you need to go. But you can drain. You can take the energy of the lights before you go if you need to. But also it could refer to you might need some energy just to bring those signs to those living family members. All right, 1 minute has come. 1 minute. 1 hour has hit. All right. This is your Detective Lazaria. Signing out. Peace, love, and eternity. Bye.